Olga, project manager of Aurora.
And I'm Jakub, marketing specialist.
In times of rising antibiotic resistance, prescribing right one is harder than ever, especially for children, when GP's decisions make difference between life and death. Leroy's parents found it in the hardest way. Their son gets what it seems to be ear infection. Unfortunately, even doctors in Melbourne Hospital couldn't get him the right antibiotic in time. It took them 4 days, at least one too long.
Leroy's case is just a tip of an iceberg. Every 35 seconds, kids die of pneumonia alone. Why?
The reason is painfully simple. GPs has no means of selecting right antibiotic except of their instincts. In fact, only 1/3 of patients are getting meds that they really need. Of course, we can use antibiogram, but it's both expensive and time-consuming. Consequently, antibiotic resistance is skyrocketing. We are in dire need of fast antibiotic selection tool, and this we have. Our point-of-care diagnostic machine is where the all magic happens. There are algorithms which analyze patient sample placed in our custom plate. We'll do it in 6 hours, 12 times quicker and over 5 times cheaper than antibiogram.
We have chosen Poland as our initial market since we know our country's legislation procedures best. Fortunately, in EU, registration in one country allows us to easily enter the whole European market. Our next target are France, Germany, Denmark, and Switzerland, countries with mandatory antibiotic selection testing. United States is promising market due to high antibiotic consumption and legal allowance for self-testing.
We have a working prototype, our algorithm, and also first positive lab results. Now, we are looking for investment round, which allow us to develop market-ready product. We estimate first delivery within 22 months. Talking about business, we'll sell Aurora in a subscription model, both for GPs clinics, both public and private. Last but not least, I want to introduce my team. If not for Wojtek's question about possibility of creation pregnancy-like test and Marcin's great knowledge as well as ability to find solution, this project would not exist. Zofia many times choose to stay in lab when she could have blast with her friends.
We complement our skills with our partners. We're working in laboratory of Eton under Dr. Niedzworski. We are partners with Intema, a company that is certified in producing medical devices. And right now we're talking about with our first client that has over 140 private clinics in Poland alone. We hope we interest you enough to contact us and find out more about Aurora. Have a nice conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, dear jury, now it's your time to be able to evaluate this project.
Hi, my name's Oscar. I'm a medical doctor, and this is my co-founder, Tom. We both work in the same hospital and started to analyze problems of cardiac patients.
One of the biggest problem and challenge in medicine is that the patient goes home from the hospital and unexpectedly comes back to this hospital even within 1 month. And this is devastating for your health, but also for the system, for the hospital, generating huge amount of costs. And in here, you've got our solution. We want to keep safely and healthy at home, so you're happy. And in the same time, the hospital is happy, reducing its costs.
Approach to this problem changed during the years. Firstly, in the 90s, German doctors just called their patient and asked a set of clinical questions. But the problem was scale. Then Americans in 2006 given their patient's iPad with a system, like with a brochure, the problem is it was boring for the patient and there was a huge dropout rate. That's why in 2016 we started to build CardioCube, where we aim to automate 2 chains of this process. The first one is contact with the patient, and the second one is data analysis. When it comes to contact with patient, we believe in voice as the most natural way of contacting and acquiring medical data. What happens is, patient gets out from the hospital, gets this kind of a device, voice-first device. It could be a CardioCube device, or Amazon Echo, or Google Home, and he starts to speak at home with this device, just like with his cardiologist. The device asks questions like, oh, hello, are your legs being swallowed? How are you today? Could you give me your heart rate? Then everything goes back to the cloud.
And the cloud integrates two things, home data and also hospital database. And that's how we get a big, beautiful medical image of you. And this is unique. It has never been done before. And we are medical doctors, we are professionals, and we need this information to optimize your treatment remotely. Example, Oscar, we are worried. Please take 2 additional pills of diuretic, and we're gonna keep following you.
And then the device says it to me. But you know, it sounds sexy, but talking is cheap, so I want to give you now facts. We already have sold our software to 2 huge hospitals that are having 100 new patients per month in our system. Also, we know exactly, analyzing Cleveland Clinic, the greatest and biggest clinic in the States, how much we can save for the hospital. That is around $1.7 million.
And here is our team. We are a great team, and if you are interested, say hello to Oscar. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice job, guys. Now it's time for the evaluation.
Hi, my name is Mateusz. I'm the founder and CEO of CTA. We do artificial intelligence in medical imaging. Have you ever experienced colonoscopy or gastroscopy? These are not comfortable medical treatments, right? We have a solution to your problem. We use an endoscopic capsule which contains a camera. You swallow this capsule, you are being recorded by the camera which is inside, and after 12 hours, you are fully covered. The problem, the little drawback with this camera is that the movie is 8 hours long. We need to analyze this movie. A doctor spends lots of time looking through the movie. It's both inefficient and ineffective. We are solving this problem by using deep learning techniques. We automatically analyze the image. We detect polyps, bloodings, and different anomalies in your digestive system. And thanks to that approach, we can decrease the time of the analysis from 8 hours to less than 1 hour. This is a license-based product sold on a B2B market for medtech companies. The medical imaging market is growing fast in the recent years. Deep learning is growing even faster. But what is more important is that technology will replace 80% of what doctors do today in the next 10 years. The more data you have in machine learning, the better you are. The problem with capsule endoscopy is that there is not enough data on the market at this moment. We are really good in image augmentation. We can convert colonoscopy images and gastroscopy images into capsule endoscopy, which means that we can train the algorithm so the computer thinks that it's capsule endoscopy. The team is pretty strong. We are 12 image processing experts, 2 founders with strong IT background and entrepreneurship experience. We have PhD students, we have IT developers, and we have lots of cooperations with different universities all over the world. We are partners with NVIDIA, and we are working on deep learning for the last 5 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very interesting presentation. Keep your fingers crossed. And now we are going for the evaluation process of this particular project, please. Sure.
Hello guys, my name is Piotr. I'm the founder of DeepDoc, which is an AI-powered chatbot to diagnose and treat mood issues. Now, what probably all of you see right now is just another social media feed from another girl. But for us, this girl is screaming for help, and her social media is a great diagnostic tool. There are over 350 million people suffering from mood disorder, and only 50% of them receive proper help. We want to change that. That's why we've created DeepDoc, which, based on image analysis, score every user on a mood disorder scale and then send psychoeducational content accordingly. We are really concerned about privacy. That is why every user gives us a consent to use his or her data to store it, analyze it, and use it in researches. We have a team of 3 people, Mikołaj, Magda, and myself, with experience in data science, UX, entrepreneurial, and marketing. But we are backed up with people with a great knowledge. That is Maja Polikowska, who is a psychiatrist. That is Polish Technologies, a data science company, and Polish Psychologists Association in London. The market opportunity we're looking at is huge. 36 billion pounds will be spent on mental health in the UK by 2026. Our competition are Ginger.io, Visa, and Expert, but we are better because we use image analysis, which gives us an opportunity to analyze historical data, while competition focuses on data gathered from smartphones like GPS. Our business model is subscription-based, £5 per user per month. Right now we are negotiating with schools, universities, and local government. So far we've managed to gather 174 active users using our chatbot right now, although we tested our solution on 3,000 users. We're running pilots in the UK and Poland, closing our first deal with a local government, and we also received some money for services from Amazon and Facebook. Now, if we win this competition, we want to spend money on user acquisition in the UK and also cover expenses of B2B sales on the ground in the UK. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Now just be patient regarding the results.
Hello everybody, my name is Tomasz and I'm the co-founder of Finder. And let me make a guess that everybody here has at least once been to the swimming pool. So you probably know this feeling when you go underwater and after a while you're out of oxygen and need to surface. Imagine that you can't. You're trying to get out, but something prevents you from reaching the surface. You're losing your breath, the time is running out. How would you feel in that situation? Because that's exactly the stress and the time pressure you face when you have an asthma attack. We as Finder are trying to help asthma patients. We're trying to help them by solving the 3 main problems of the current asthma treatment. First of all, you do not have control over your illness outside the doctor's office. Secondly, losing the inhaler is a direct threat to your life and even health. And lastly, we currently require a lot of effort from the patient to carry on the treatment properly. The patient has to remember every single usage of their inhaler and manage their long-term drug schedules. We have seen the struggle that comes with asthma among our friends and loved ones, and that is why we have created Finder Smart Inhalers. Presented here, Finder Inhaler is a completely new solution designed from the bottom to the top, keeping in mind the user needs. It solves the problem of control over asthma, but also, thanks to its unique design, it optimizes the way we take and deliver the drug. A different solution is Finder One. Finder One is a smart add-on to install an existing inhaler. Attached to the asthma drug bottle, it gathers data about the circumstances of every usage. Together with the Finder application, allows you to see how your treatment is going and get information on your overall progress. Also, whenever you lose your inhaler, Finder app allows you to locate it, but it will also remind you whenever you forget it from home. Furthermore, based on the collected data, we are able to give you guidance, and by showing you in what circumstances your asthma episode starts, we help you fight asthma by teaching you what are your triggers. We're starting in Poland, but we aim for Europe. Our strategy is very simple. Get on the market before any competition arises, and in every possible way, make the patient feel that he's the center of our approach. Right now, we are focusing on selling the Finder One devices directly to the consumer, but soon we'll be able to provide huge amounts of irreplaceable data that can increase the effectiveness of asthma treatment. Behind all of this are the 3 founders of Finder. Each of us has a complementary skill set as well as education and work experience in their respective fields. Our knowledge is complemented by our advisors and mentors, leading European experts with many years of experience in the international medical market. So this is Finder. Thank you very much. And please remember, every breath counts.
Thank you very much. Clear enough. Now this is the time for the evaluation.
Hello, my name is Mateusz Juszczak and I represent Laparo. Laparo operates in the medical simulation sector. We started our company in the beginning of 2016. We specialize in laparoscopic simulators. There's global tendency to develop medical simulation. It's very important to future surgeons, future doctors could gain experience and practice before they go to hospital and they start working on patients. We focused on laparoscopy because of our experience and because we've noticed that products of our competitors are very expensive and imperfect. In our team are 5 persons. All of them except me are biomedical engineers. We based our product on the control to surgical robot, which has made my friend, he's sitting over there while he studies. We could control in virtual reality the laparoscopes and, for example, play Jenga, like on the screen. We know our clients, we know our customers. Those are individuals, those are hospital wards, medical universities, medical simulation centers. For the first one, we got LaparoSpire, which is ready product, which we sell it. It's the cheapest laparoscopy trainer on the world. Also, probably the best because he imitates the conditions on the real surgery very well. We get also Laparo Advanced for hospital wards. It's also been sold by us. We got also Laparo Analytic, which is our main product. It improved laparoscopic skills. It's the first laparoscopic trainer on the world which analyzes training. Now we focus on virtual reality simulator. Our simulator will be better than our competitors because we improve graphic engines, physical engines, controllers, software. The controllers will be more accurate. We know our customers, we know our market, it's still growing. We know our competitors, we know what we do better than them, we know what to improve in our products. We sell our products via our online shop. We establish partnerships with medical societies. We're now building distributors network. We sold our products to 22 countries. It's ready product, we sell them. For example, yesterday we sold three LaparoSpires to United States, Great Britain, and I don't remember, but probably Germany. Now we are focusing on marketing, on developing our distribution network, on research and development of our other simulators. And I hope that next year we'll tell you about revolution in surgery, which we will make in next years. Thank you very much. We are Laparo, and if you want, come visit our stand and try if you will be good surgeon. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Yeah, you have to support, guys. Do you remember what the people are fighting for? They are fighting for the financial support to launch their project, to develop their project in future, and to make this business larger. And now we have time for the evaluation. And meanwhile, I just would like to remind you that the very first prize will get, the very first place will get 17,500 euros for the development. The second place will get 12,000 of euros, and the third will get 6,000 of euros. So I think it's worth to fight for.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kamil Kipiel. I am a CEO of Medical Simulation Technologies. We are from Krakow. We are a startup company set up last year. We invented and implemented to the market the totally new approach of medical simulation, which gives the real, very realistic impression of human heart examination or surgery. The basis of our business is simulation platform, as you see on the screen. based on computed tomography scan. We are the only one company in the world which provides such solution. Our competitors, there are 3 companies in the world, they draw human heart. They provide from computed graphics or synthetic heart models, which are far, far away from reality. We focused on heart medical simulation because heart diseases are the main cause of death in the world, as well as in Poland. The main goal of our activity, business activity, is to facilitate, to enhance the education processes of cardiologists, cardiosurgeries, because they work and save human lives, but on the other hand, can end it easily. Our first product on the market was transesophageal echocardiography simulator, which consists of very advanced hardware, phantom probe, and a special computer connected to our simulation platform based on computed tomography scans. We provide unlimited heart models with numerous pathologies. Our IP is protected in Europe. We have European patent granted in 2015. Now we are going to put some new other patent application on Europe, US market, and Asia. Our product was user approved. For the last 3 years, we organized thousands of workshops and conferences in Poland and abroad, like Germany and United States, and you see on the slide. And they all, physicians were very satisfied. More than 800 of them were participated. Our business model is focused on 3 main categories. The first one is simulation platform, so new heart models, software licenses, upgrades, etc. The second one is hardware connected to our simulation platform, so simulation sets. And the third one, very promising one, is R&D on the field of new dedicated simulators, mostly in the field of microinvasive heart surgeries. We already signed the first contract with Harpoon Medical. It's our first client in US market, which provides, it's a medtech company, which provides to the market the new method of microinvasive heart operation of mitral valve. We're preparing for them dedicated simulator. What else? We have collaboration with Columbia University and Cardiovascular Research Foundation from US. These will be our reference centers. Columbia University would be our second buyer in US market by the summer this year. We also cooperate with Polish pharma companies, and we provide some new training programs for cardiologists, mostly in Poland. It's Adamet, it's Biopharm, etc. We have a great team with engineers, IT specialists, and of course business developing. We are seeking for money, about €500,000 for other investigation on R&D and sales activity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Unfortunately, we have quite limited time. So thank you. Could you support, please, our Baptizo with more ovations? And thank you very much.
So, hello, we are Color, and we have developed the first innovative and sensor-based health monitoring and emergency alarm system. So what is unique about our product is the fact that it's based on consumer electronics. And my name is Alexandra, and I will tell you why our product is so different from other solutions on the market. So what you can see on the slide is a standard product available today. And average age of people buying that kind of device is 84 years. And you may ask me, why is it so late? And the answer is very easy. Well, that kind of devices experience is very stigmatizing. So with our innovative solution, we want to give our customers an opportunity to use the device that they want. So a device that is not stigmatizing, that has a very nice, attractive design, and is very discreet. So, So by combining with that kind of device with our application, we provide a solution that automatically detects emergencies like falls or epileptic seizures and automatically alarm via a voice call contact person. So our solution is very mobile and intelligent, and it works actually everywhere. So it can be on the way to the doctor, it can be in your basement, or it can be even under the shower, because that kind of devices, smartwatches, they also work under the water, so they are waterproof. So where our strength is also to our strategic partners. So we have developed a very strong network of strategic partners, so especially local partners. So we are working with the German Red Cross, and we are preparing ourselves to our first pilot study in 2 weeks. With our Spanish partner Sanitas, we are preparing the next pilot study at the end of the summer, and with Alzheimer Association in Munich, we are working on more developed and more advanced functionalities for dementia patients. And on the other hand, we have also very strong global partners. So we are cooperating with Deutsche Telekom, T-Mobile, that is taking us actually right now in their product portfolio. So as you can see, we are a very international team. We are based at the Technical University in Munich in Germany, and we are representing different countries around the world. And actually with our skills, knowledge, and experience, we are covering all the most important areas that allow us to develop our product and to bring it successfully to international markets. So my colleagues, Christina, she's responsible for the technological side, Therese is responsible for the user experience, and myself for business development. So thank you for listening and follow us.
You're just in time, girl. Thank you very much for your presentation. Now.
Hi, my name is Wojtek. Who of you have kids? Raise your hand. Good, so it will be a good thriller for you. Friday evening, you're sitting with your beloved on the sofa, drinking second glass of wine, and suddenly you start to hear crying from your kid's bedroom. That small cough that your kid was complaining in the morning was the small cough that your kid was complaining in the morning became really bad. I'm sorry, but the presentation is bad. It should be different slides. I gave you the slides on the stick. So back on stage, we start once again. Sorry for that. So we already know who of you have kids. And I already told you that it will be a good thriller for you. Friday evening, you are sitting with your beloved on the sofa, drinking second glass of wine, and suddenly you start to hear crying from your kid's bedroom. That small cough that your kid was complaining in the morning became really bad. What should you do? Go to the GP? No, there will be no one there. ER? No, your kid doesn't look so sick yet. So maybe one of those magic internet doctors. But how those telemedicine doctors could check your kid's lungs? I will tell you how. You need Stetomy, a smart home stethoscope, fully wireless medical device integrated with non-contact thermometer. And now flashback. Friday evening sofa wine and that cry. What are you doing? Just put the stethoscope on your kid's chest, measure temperature, and voila! You get instant results. You can share them with any doctor using our app. And this will not just work for you. In EU only, there are over 65 million families just like yours. And without any advertising, they are already finding us. We have more than 1,000 likes on Facebook, 300 signups to the newsletter, and more than 10 telemedicine companies who want to work with us. Which is great, as this is how we are going to make the money. Telemedicine companies are going to use our devices and API to serve more patients. And we are already started working with few of them to make some pilots. And with those pilots, we will achieve even bigger goals. First is to get Stetomy certified this year, which is possible as it's a measuring device. And second is to have the devices in stores by February 2018. To reach those goals, we already acquired 400K pre-seed. And to realize our plans, we need additional 1 million now. And the future will look bright, as there is even more. We are working on artificial intelligence algorithms, which will analyze the data from Stetomy and trigger alarms. To realize this, we have 1.8 million subsidy lined up. And that scientific approach, it is part of our mindset. PhDs in acoustics, medicine doctors, AI specialists. a group of people sharing the same dream. And our dream is to put Sesame in every home, just like thermometers are today. Sesame, a smart way to keep your child's health in check. You examine, Sesame analyzes, the doctor makes the call. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just exactly in time, so very punctual.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and we are building an automatic hospital pharmacy, which we'll show you for a second. This is our hospital automatic pharmacy, and actually it looks like this. It's 5 meters long, and it holds thousands of drugs inside of the hospitals, which are placed and looks like this. Those are the safe drugs inside of the hospitals. And why I mean safe? Because each year, 44,000 people to 89,000 people, according to United States of America, the only study that was made on the world, died because of using the wrong medication. And it means that it can touch also you. And we resolved the second problem, which is also the big all over the world, and it's the drug thefts. And according to Italy, there are 390 million in stolen drug each year, year by year. And even this happens in the United States of America, so all over the world. So we built an automatic hospital pharmacy which covers the whole process from start to the beginning, from drug packaging to the drug distribution to the patient. And also we have something that is called the Smart Box, which is our solution, which makes us really unique. And actually we have 3 competitors right now, but we have strong points which are differentiator for us. First of all, we fit to any size hospital, and they are fitting only to the biggest one. And that's important because when you have over 10,000 hospitals in Europe, it means that only our competitors then can deliver this solution to 1,000 hospitals. So they can improve only 1,000 hospitals. And in other 9,000, the patient will have the same problems, the director will say have the same problems, while we can deliver to all of them. So it means that we can fit our solution to them. And we have also patented technology that packs drugs. We have 2 co-founders which are really strong. Staszek, who is my co-founder, covers the pharmaceutical process because he was running his own pharmaceutical warehouse. And I have an access to over 200 hospitals in Poland. So we are really experienced in terms of medicine. And we have a bunch of experienced engineers. There are 12 of us. The market size is $4.2 billion, and it's growing 20% each year. And those are our competitors. Those are really big, complex machines, and looks really unfamiliar and unfriendly. What we want to do, we want to sell 122 units. Each of these units costs around 2 million euros and more. And we're going to hit the target with the new model. We want to sell this pay per dose. So actually you will not pay for the device, but you will pay for one these sachets. It's completely different. Our competitors cannot do that. And those are the hospitals that are interested in our solution. We visit Turkey. 22 directors from the Turkey will visit our company in Poland to buy our solution. We have a strong partnership with Urtica, who is the leader of delivering the drugs to the hospital in Poland. And we are looking for this to make this project happen and sell it successfully. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentations.